Hello, my name is Fabian Klar. I'm Regional Sales Manager at ERI, or ERI Bancaire. Well, of course, every bank has its individual challenges, right? But I would say a successful implementation starts with a good planning, right? So you need to define what are the criteria, what is the scope, when is the timing, what is the budget, etc. And then obviously you start your selection process. Let's say the second thing is select the right vendor, right? I would say not every core banking system or core system is basically the best one for each financial institution. So it depends on the size, on the activity, etc. And I think the most important thing is to go into that selection process completely unbiased, right? So not because you have worked with the system before or whatever, but really see how much the system matches your requirements. And then maybe last point is a proper project governance, right? So after the planning, after you have made the choice, you need a project manager who is responsible and accountable, who sets the milestones, who is in vital contact with the vendor, and then obviously ending up with a proper testing before you go into production. I think there are still a lot of financial institutions which are on very old legacy systems where they have built kind of a ecosystem of other systems that cover points that the old core banking system did not cover. So there is kind of a legacy problem. And this brings obviously the problem that they have to look for the data. They have to have the data in the right quality, at the right timing, etc. So I think it all starts with getting the data together, and then you start into basically an implementation project with a core banking system. Yeah, first of all, our system is a quite complete system, right? So you don't need special applications to cover certain points that nowadays banks need. Of course, we do not cover everything, but our solution is built in a way that it's a service-oriented architecture, right? So you can communicate with specialized systems via API. So, but you always have one single source of truth, right? So all the reference data, all the data about products, about clients, about processes are basically in one system. So that makes it much easier whenever regulatory changes come or whenever you want to change one or the other element to your core banking system, you have it all in one system. Yeah, we had a very nice think tank this morning. So we were hoping to have open and vital discussions with the market. And yeah, up until now, we're very happy.